What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome today. We have a special episode. We are doing meditation. Um, meditation is one of the most important things you can do, bro. It's a way to get in tune with yourself, to kind of get to the point of knowing who you are. You know, to get to knowing your own mind, because it doesn't just come. You know, focus doesn't just come. Growth doesn't just come. You have to work on it. You know, just like building your body with bodybuilding, you have to work on it. Um, there's no other way around it. Uh, it just is what it is. Let me see if I can share this thing here. Get us some folks to join us. You know. But yeah, today is just a special episode. We just vibe, and I'm giving you some free meditation. I do charge for this, but today we're going to just kind of like spreading love. Spreading love with people, letting people know that it's going down, that you don't need anybody. You literally don't need anybody. You can find this yourself. That's what it's all about. Kind of finding yourself. Meditation helps with that. It helps. Like, there's nothing close to it. I'm sorry. There just isn't. It's an ancient art, one of the most ancient arts that we have, if you can call it an art. It's sort of like a ritual, religion, whatever you want to call it. Similar to, it's not religion. Y'all know I can't stand religion. But here we go. We're about to do some breath work, some meditation. When I do meditation, I like to get my body active, get your blood flowing, get my body a little loose. So just kind of start off, just kind of, move your body around, get your body a little loose, kick them legs up a little bit, just get some blood flowing. I actually got a little blood flowing because I just kind of ran up here to class or to get here. But, you want to kind of like just get your body loose, a little dances, a couple of dances, get them shoulders moving. There's a lot of things you can do, just kind of gets a little couple leg kicks, get that core activated. You actually can kind of like pound your stomach a little bit. Kind of helps a little bit as far as moving everything, getting more flow. People don't know that it's actually like you can do that all over your body. Kind of activate some blood. But what you're doing, you're just kind of getting your body ready for what we're about to do. We're doing breath work. We're meditating. We're focusing. But you want your body to be in tune. You want to connect your body with your mind and your breath. That's the whole purpose of this. So yeah, just move around. Matter of fact, let me give you a quick trick real quick. This is gonna look funny. Yeah, it's definitely gonna look funny, but this helps like with breath work to kind of clear your sinuses and all that. We all got stuff in our sinuses. And that's when we went out and did some great breath work, but you probably have it in there. But this is a quick, easy way to clear your sinuses. Let me sit here with y'all. What we're gonna do, we're gonna just take a couple deep breaths. Which I'm a little stuffed. Now we're gonna breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 6. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. Like, just as long as you can. Now we're gonna pinch our nose and we're gonna bob our heads back and forth like we're listening to some rock and roll. just for a couple seconds. I know it looks funny, but trust me, it works. And clear instantly. This nostril was just stuffed. Completely clear. Be careful though. You might need some tissue after that if you like really clog, because it's gonna unclog you. But that helps us, you know. Let's get to our breath work. All right, remember, get our body moving. Get our body moving. Get our body moving. I know you like this meditation sound like a workout. Well, it's the same thing. With meditation and breath work, you're getting your blood flowing. You're manipulating your blood. You're manipulating the oxygen in your blood to help heal yourself, to make yourself more focused, you know, more in tune with what's around you. Um, yeah, so all right, we're gonna start off with a little breath work. Okay, we're gonna do what we call connected breathing. Connected breathing is just you're breathing in. You're trying to do 4 seconds. If you can't do 4 seconds, work your way up to it, and you're not taking any pause on your inhale and your exhale. And you're getting your rhythm. You know, it's a rhythmic breathing. You're finding your rhythm with this breathing, and this is like your warm up breathing. So we're going. I'm doing this to visually give you where the breath is at, kind of get us a rhythm. And make sure you're breathing from here. Breathe from as deep as you can. Breathe from your belly. Breathe from your gut. Breathe as deep as you can. You're taking in them deep breaths. If you start getting lightheaded, slow your breath down. Because if you're not been doing this, like oxygen is going to shoot through your body. It's going to shoot to your brain. And your brain can't really process it when it's shooting up that much if you haven't been doing it. So it's kind of an overload. So if you get lightheaded, just kind of slow down on your breath. Go back to regular breathing for a minute, and then come back to your connected breathing. By now, you should start feeling like a little bit of blood rushing through your body. Go with it. Go with it. Think of it as a massage. Think of that feeling as a massage, like it's massaging your muscles, getting your muscles loose. Continue with your connected breathing. Remember, connected breathing is rhythmic breathing. We're breathing to a rhythm with no pauses. No pauses. You can do the arm work yourself also. It helps open up your chest, your back. It helps loosen up your shoulders. It helps loosen up all of this. You know, I'm moving around. A lot of times I'll stand still, but it's up to you. Like, you can literally just stand still, find your place, find your position, and go with it. Or you can kind of move around, get more blood flowing, embrace the energy. If you can, get around some sunlight, get around something natural, get around some plants. I know it's a little cold now, so get around the window if you have to. Throw some clothes on, get outside, get some of that good breath. Right now, we're in Cleveland State because we're trying to establish meditation up here. We're up at Cleveland State University in the Student Center, and we're in the ballroom. Don't like you're listening to me. Keep breathing. Okay, okay, we're breathing. Now let's get a little stretching in. Continue your breathing, just how you are, your rhythmic breathing. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure our legs are a little bit outside of our shoulders, that our knees are bent just slightly, very little bit. And then we're kind of keeping our stuff out straight, and then we're going down with it. We're feeling all that stretching in our back, all the stretching up in here. We're feeling all of that. Our hamstrings, we're feeling all of that. And once it gets a little bit of tightness, okay, now we're breathing. And imagine your breathing going into them tight spaces. Imagine it going straight into them tight spaces as you breathe. Let your arms hang. Let your arms hang. Let your shoulders hang. You can wiggle them a little bit if you want, just to get some looseness. I'm gonna do my breath movement so that y'all know, so that y'all can stick with me. Continue your rhythmic breathing. We're just hanging. We're just hanging. We're letting everything get loose. We're letting everything get loose. If you're doing it right, you're going to feel some of that tension starting to loose. Some of that tension in your back and in your hamstrings is going to start to loosen up as you breathe. This works with any stretch in any part of your body, your neck, like as long as you're stretching, get your breath work in and kind of move it to that area. Okay, now we just get back up, hit your prayer pose. Namaste. Ashe. Whatever your finishing word is. What that does, what's coming up in the prayer pose, is not religious. We're not doing religion and all that. What it is, it's a symbol of completion for your body and your mind. And your body is able to move to the next level. Trust me, it works. It mentally and spiritually works. So now we're going to kind of like get into like what people really look at as meditation. You know, we're just going to chill, do some breath work. What I want you to do, let me see if I can move this a little bit. I know I'm limited with my screen. You're going to find you know, get you a comfortable position, you know. There are many different comfortable positions. You could do some extra stretching, get some extra stretching in your legs, or you just like kind of get relaxed, you know. Right now, I feel like I'm gonna do relax because we got class after this, so you know, just find you a relax. Make sure there ain't no too much pressure on your ankles and your knees and all that, and you should be good. Okay, back up here. So. Okay, so we're basically just about to, you should be warmed up. You should be warmed up. Your body should be feeling a little bit something. You should have a little, maybe a little lightheadedness or like some energy flowing through your head. If you are not used to this, that energy can be like, whoa, get you a little dizzy and everything. So what we're doing now, we're just kind of relaxing. Like you want your body as relaxed as you can. Most of the time, like, and while I'm telling you this, start to get your rhythmic breathing back. Remember, 4 seconds in, like 4 to 5 seconds out. Try to stick with that rhythm, and it's gonna help you as we go through this. But right now, you're trying to relax your body as much as you can. A trick to do this is clench your jaw. Clench your jaw, just clench your body. Make sure everything is tight, as tight as it can be. Then release, like breathe in and release on exhale. You're gonna feel parts of that you didn't even know was tight. A lot of times we tighten up our foreheads, we clench our jaws, we have our shoulders kind of clenched because we're, you know, a lot of it is anxiety, a lot of it is that, you know, our body's been going through it, but we just don't know that we're clenching up. But most people clench up through the whole day, and we don't even know it. So that's just a trick to unclench. So, you know, you tightening your body up on the inhale. On the exhale, you're releasing the tension. And use your mind too. The imagination is a great tool. We look at his imagination as like, you know, fairy tales and stuff, but the ancients, they knew that our mind was a key to unlocking certain parts of our body, that our imagination wasn't just imaginary, you know, that we can manifest stuff with our minds, you know, we can trick our bodies with our mind, but you have to be able to control your mind to be able to do that. And meditation will help you do that. Just calming everything around you, getting that outside voice. Because there is a consciousness within all of us that is like, it's not us. It's us, but it's not us. It's like there's something talking to us in our head. I'm not talking about the crazy folks, but there's literally like, everybody has a voice in their head. And what you're doing, you're trying to either tune that voice out or tune into that voice, depending on what vibe is giving you. And that's what this breath work is going to help. It's definitely going to help. Like I say, we still breathe and keep with your rhythmic breathing. I can't do it with y'all because I'm being an instructor at the moment. But continue your rhythmic breathing. Remember, rhythmic breathing is you're breathing in for like 4 seconds. You're doing no pause. Don't pause. And then you're breathing out, you know, for 4 to 5 seconds. You're keeping that rhythm. You're keeping that rhythm. And it's going to help you. Remember, if you start getting lightheaded, slow down a little bit, because that's oxygen just flowing through your blood. If you don't do breath work, it's going to shoot through your blood so intense. But that's what you want. You know, you're trying to wake your body up. Your body is idle at this moment, and you're trying to get some of them parts of your body that are idle and not moving. You're trying to get that blood flowing through there, and you're going to feel it. Almost like when you sit on your foot for too long and it goes to sleep, and then you get off of it, and then it just blood just rushes. You're going to feel them similar tingling if you know you're getting deep breath within. You're going to feel that similar tingling, and don't worry about it. Like you'll eventually get used to it, and you'll eventually learn to like enjoy it like a massage. You know, better than a TENS unit. You don't need no equipment. You can literally do this yourself just with breath work. Okay, let's breathe, because I want to breathe with y'all. I gotta get some of this too. Remember, we're breathing 4 seconds in, no pause, 4 to 5 seconds out. Let it go out naturally. Make sure you're breathing from your stomach. A lot of people that don't meditate or do breath work, they're shallow breathers. They breathe from the top of their chest, and that's it. And they're not using their full capacity of their lungs. And the easy way to do this is to put your hand on your stomach and take a breath. Feel your stomach moving your hand and embrace that movement. And you're going to start feeling that air like, wow. Feel that air go through your body. Feel it go through your mind. Feel it push everything out of it. And like I say, we're using our imagination. But it's not really our imagination. It's what we know is our imagination, but it's really us manifesting thoughts into our body. You know, there's actually been studies that show that merely like thoughts and speaking into like things like water and plants literally change their consistency. Like saying negative stuff to it, like change this properties, literally change its properties. It happens the same with us. This isn't just me going woo heads in the clouds. This is science and metaphysical science, you know, like this works. You can manifest within your body healing. You know, look at this. My arm is injured. Like I have a torn muscle in here. Like I've been healing myself. Further than what any physical therapy can do or anything. You can heal certain parts. Like if it's extremely tore up, you're going to have to get like stuff sewed back up and all that. But you can heal yourself through breathing, like simple breathing, simple rhythmic breathing. This is the most basic form of breath work, rhythmic breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 to 5 seconds out. Once you're doing it for a while, you'll be able to get like 6, 7 seconds in, you know, maybe 10 seconds out. You'll be able to, but right now, if you haven't been doing breath work, your lungs are some baby lungs. And what we're going to do, your lungs are an energy filter, because as we know, breath is spirit. Like the definitions of them literally mean the same thing. Breath, spirit, vibration, these are all the same thing. So you're able to manipulate things around you through your breath, through the air. Like the air carries vibes. Have you ever had somebody with a bad vibe walk in the room and you just felt it? Like that was because it carried through the air. It carried through the air, and your body is an antenna. Like it has antennas on it. The hair on our bodies, it's just like any other animal. Cats use their whiskers to sense things. We use our hair and our skin to sense things. And one of the major things we sense is the air. That's how we sense vibes. So when that person comes in with that bad vibe, it's emanating off their body and it's carrying over to the air to your receptors. And then now your body naturally is like, okay, I'm either on defense or I'm engaging, fight or flight. Continue your breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 to 5 seconds out. Remember, we're rhythmic breathing. I'm talking because I gotta instruct, but continue your breath work. You should be feeling all this. You might even start seeing a different color shade, because what happens after doing breath work for so long, you'll start to see aura. You'll start to see aura through your eyes. You'll start to see colors, like shades of colors. You're seeing aura. You're seeing energy. You're literally seeing energy from breath work. You'll see stuff starting to look kind of sharper. Colors may be more vibrant. Your senses, oh my goodness, like your senses will go crazy. Your sense of touch, your sense of hearing, just your sense of sensing things around you, they're going to accelerate so high just from breath work, just from the rhythmic breath work. Like I have a lot more breath work to teach. I can't teach it all on here, but I want to give you all the basics. I do personal training on breath work that, I promise I will change your life. And it's like, not that I'm changing your life. I promise breath work will change your life. You can't do breath work without your life changing. I'm sorry, you can't, because it's going to make you focus on yourself. It's going to make you look at yourself. It's going to bring your body to its peak. If your body ain't at its peak, it can't work at its peak. You can't be your best you. You can't live your best life unless you're at your peak. Breath work is going to get you at your breath peak. You're not getting enough air. So remember, we're doing rhythmic breathing. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Rhythmic breathing. Don't be afraid to leave a comment or whatever. Even if you got something to add to it, we're a community, so let's rock with each other. Breath work. We're doing breath work. 4 seconds in, 4 to 5 seconds out. If you've been consistent by now, like you there. And remember, breath is spirit. If you're not getting your fullness of air, you're not at your peak of spirituality. Ooh, man, that feels good. I'm telling you, you're gonna learn to love breath work. Like, it is my favorite thing to do. Like, I can't live without it. It actually got me through depression. Like, I exposed myself to y'all for a little bit. I got through depression with breath work. I had to fight workers' comp with my arm. I got injured at work and I had to fight workers' comp. And they were so sinister every step of the way, denying everything that they can, just being brutal. And the more I dealt with them, the more I had to research them, and I seen how brutal they were. I literally researched a guy that got blew up on camera, like literally explosion, skin gone and everything, and they were denying him. So I went through that, and it led me through a great depression. Continue your breath work. And I lost control of myself. I lost control of my mental capacity, my spiritual capacity to not be depressed, And that us as interdimensional beings, us as higher level beings, we're not these bodies. These bodies are these bodies currently hold what we truly are, but these bodies are part of this realm, and this is what they want. This body wants sex, food, wants to be loved, wants to be loved by everybody, wants to feel emotion, wants to feel. It just wants to feel. That person inside of us that goes against what the person inside of us wants. The person inside of us wants to elevate. It wants to be more intelligent. It wants to be more, it wants to have more wisdom. It wants to feed off vibes. It wants to be around good people. It just wants to vibe, you know? It really doesn't care about sex too much. It can have a fight. It can have a fight with our lust and all that, you know. It can have a fight with our intentions to do things. But that inside of us, that's our higher self. It's our higher self. It literally just wants to be better. It wants us to be at our peak self. But it's an energy feeder. It feeds off energy. Whatever energy you give it is what it's going to eat. Whatever energy you bring towards yourself, whatever energy you surround yourself with, it's what you are going to be. We are energy absorbers. Like I say, our skin, our hair, our eyes, our brains, our senses is all made for us to sense vibes, for us to survive. That's how we survive in this world and in the next plane. You know, whether you believe in the next plane or not, it's there. It don't need you to believe in it. But our breath work. I'm about to join y'all with this breath work. I know I've been talking, but I got to get my breath work in too. Because I'm doing this Spanish class after this, and oh my goodness, it can be so stressful. But whenever I do breath work and go in there, it's like, hey, que pasa? Yo contento. Well, yeah, let's continue this breath work. Rhythmic breathing, 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out. Come on, get your rhythm with me. And don't count it. Don't count it. That's gonna make you defocus. Just get your rhythm. And remember, if you feel like you're breathing shallow, put your hand on your stomach and feel your stomach rise and go lower. If your stomach ain't moving, you probably ain't breathing deep enough. Y'all have to forgive me if I zone out, because I am a shaman. I am a spiritual worker. And like when I do breath work, I get messages. Like if you're in any spiritual realm, do breath work. It's the easiest way to connect with your ancestors. It's the easiest way to connect with the spiritual world. Naturally, I mean, like without any extra substances, like psychedelics or anything. Because as we know, ayahuasca and psilocybin and all that, those are ancient methods to get to your peak of meditation. But you can get there without it through breath work and meditation. It's literally the same thing. Breath work is going to take you a little longer, but it'll get you there. That's why once you do breath work for so long, you actually see auras and you actually get messages if you pay attention, if you know what's happening. If you're not used to it, you're just gonna think, you might think that you're going crazy, or you might just be like, oh man, like let me stop this. It's too intense. But that's the ultimate goal if you're in the spiritual realm. If you're not in the spiritual realm, you can use this to heal your body. It's still literally it's science to heal your body, to get more breath capacity. As if you have more breath capacity, you'll have more stamina, you'll have more life in you. It's common sense either way, whether you're doing this for the medical reasons or the spiritual reasons. It reads. So just rock with me. Breath work. Remember, we in and out. I guess I can show y'all another method or something. This one gonna be a little intense. This is kind of like to clear your sinuses and to instantly like invigorate yourself. Um, it's going to invigorate you. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to clear your sinus. It's going to activate your sinuses to kind of get that blood flowing. Because what happens with our sinuses, we get swelling in there, just like any other part of our body. And once you get swelling and inflammation, you need to do something to get the blood back flowing. You need to do whatever you can to get that blood back flowing, so that you can get that inflammation going. Same with that, and you can get that inflammation through your breath work. Breath work is gonna kill a lot of inflammation all over your body. Um, so this method is very fast and intense. What you're gonna do, you're gonna inhale at kind of a intense pace. You're almost like kind of hyperventilating a little bit, but don't go too far to where you actually are hyperventilating. But this is going to activate you instantly. It's intense. This is high level. This is high level work. And if you start seeing like hallucinations and colors, you might want to stop, because this releases the DMT in your brain, which we know DMT is the active ingredient, the active substance in ayahuasca, which is one of the oldest psychedelics on the planet. So this will activate your pineal gland, and the DMT will release in your brain, and you'll get messages, and you can see hallucinations this way if you do it too long. But we only gonna do it for a little bit to clear our sinuses and to wake our body up. And what we're doing, we're just inhaling and exhaling real quick, and we're doing it in and out of our nose to clear our sinuses. First off, we're gonna start with our deep breath. Let's go. If you get too lightheaded, don't keep up with me if you get too lightheaded, because you can pass out with this. Um, so don't. If you feel too lightheaded, slow down, and you can do one of them. Just kind of keep a little pace with it. You're gonna feel tingling in your fingers. You're gonna feel tingling in your toes. Everything. You gonna get real lightheaded. So be careful with this one. This is advanced. This is advanced level. Okay. I'm not gonna take y'all all the way there. We're gonna slow down a little bit. And we're breaking down back to our regular breath. That's what we're doing right now. We're easing back down. We're easing our pace back down to our regular breath. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Woo! Y'all was there with me. Y'all was there with me. Woo! I'm definitely getting travel vibes. Oh my goodness. Just that easy. But that's, through shamanic work, it tries to take me there to give readings. Right now, we're going back to regular breathing. Let your body kind of relax, get back into its relaxed state. Ooh. And if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna just give a quick message, because I'm definitely, whenever I do, it's hard not to channel when I do breath work, especially that method. Breath is life. And we know this because what's the first thing that happens when you die? Your breath leaves. It's literally like literal, like your spirit is your breath. Like once it leaves, you have no more breath in your body because it's a breath. But a breath isn't what we think it is. We look at it in science, we look at his breath as oxygen, hydrogen, all this stuff that, we're taking out the air. No, that's just the substance that's being carried by the air, by the breath. That's the substance that's being carried by it. Um, it feeds us. There's actual nutrients and things that we breathe in. We're not just breathing in oxygen just for our lungs to just go up and down. There's something in it, there's a movement in it. Anywhere you find breath, you find a vibration in it, a vibratory essence. That's why when we hear certain sounds, we get the same feeling as when we meditate, as when we do breath work. When we hear certain chimes, the chime, like it does something to your body. It actually heals you. It's your spirit. It's activating your spirit, your breath. Breath work, spirit work. It's literally all it is. You're literally activating your spirit. Once you do breath work, you'll find that you have a sense of calmness, that your mind is actually able to focus. Especially like if you get high anxiety, you definitely need this. If you have high levels of anxiety, if you just can't get your mind straight, it's because your spirit is fighting with your body. And what breath work does, it gets your body out the way. It helps your body, but it helps your body get out the way. And it helps your spirit to kind of be more empowered because you're empowering it. And as you're doing breath work, get your environment together. Your environment is very important because you're breathing in your environment. You're breathing it in. You're breathing it in unfiltered. You're bringing it all into yourself. You're asking energies to flow through your body. You're asking them. And energy, another word for breath, another word for spirit. It's an act of combustion. Like that's what happens when you breathe in. When you breathe in and the oxygen goes to your lungs and it's filtered through your blood, there's combustion happening, just like a car engine. There's fire, there's ether going through your body. Feel yourself. Feel your blood. Feel your body. It's warm. There's combustion going on in your body. That's energy. Breath is bringing the energy. And we manipulate energy in the science world by vibration. We make the vibration so intense that it sparks. That's all a spark is. That's all a flame is. It's energy moving at such a high, intense vibration that it combusts, it explodes. That's what's happening to our bodies every time we breathe in. Energy is combustion through every atom, every cell, everything in our body is breath. So when we breathe, we're activating everything in our bodies. We're feeding it. We breathe naturally, but it's the equivalent of you putting like a cup of gas in your car instead of filling it up. Like the car is going to run, but it's eventually going to mess up because it's going to be sputtering. It's going to try to get the flame out of this little bit, and it's not going to run right. It's not going to be able to run right, and it won't be able to run for a long time. It's the same with your spirit. Breath is your gasoline. Breath is your gasoline. It's your primary gasoline for combustion. We still need food. We still need other substances for this body, but as far as our spirit, you need your breath. Breath work is the most ancient technique that we have to get in tune with ourselves. So why wouldn't we? It's not like you don't even need any equipment. You need nothing but your lungs, your body, your spirit. So join me for breath work. Like when you're with me personally, we're gonna be a lot more intense than this, and I promise you will not be the same after it. You will not be the same. Um, we we are. I guess we're about to close down because we have a visitor. But I know we have 5 more minutes. Um, but I definitely need y'all to tune in. Make sure y'all meditating. Make sure you're getting your breath work in. Allow your. That's why you need breath work. That's why I need breath work. You come in 5 minutes before I get the girl over. But we do want y'all to join us up here, man. We trying to do something big here. We're trying to create. We're trying to empower you to create. For our spiritual people, we're trying to awaken you to your superpowers, because you do. I found my superpower and I can never go back. I've learned to walk the spirit world. I've learned to read spirits. I'll be chilling with spirits for real. Like how I chill with the homies, I chill with spirits. And I found that through breath work and meditation. I've learned stuff that people spent years in college and studying to learn. I've learned it through meditation. I know that sounds weird, but I've learned science through meditation. I've got answers through spirits that me being a thinker, I tested it with, the scientific method, and it reads. So I've seen God in the mirror, and I've talked to the Great Spirit, and I've heard the great truths of this reality. It's not the only reality. I've seen the spirits physically, but I got there through breath work. And we are not all the same. So I'm like excited to see what gift you have. But if you don't go after it, you'll never know. You will never know. And I appreciate y'all. With that, I give you peace. And I say shalom. And we're getting interrupted again, so we're gonna shut this down, even though we still got a minute. But peace, y'all. Vibe high. This your host, Kukiwa Bahlam, and we out.